Assalamu alaikum viewers. I'm Mr. Saeedullah Khan. I am the professor in Fazai Degree College. I tried my level best to convey my message to the others. I have started just delivering the lectures on YouTube to help the students who could not avail the tuitions or who could not go to coaching centers so they can easily understand at their home. I have started my lecture from essay writing. Nowadays I'm just teaching grammar. I try to understand to make the to make the topic clear very in an easy way. So try to understand. In my previous lecture, I have just given the concept of sentence. So in that concept, I have mentioned the subject. What is a subject? In previous lecture, I have mentioned what is the subject. But now today we will describe here the predicate. If you have watched my previous lecture, so you can easily understand what I have given or told or informed you about the sentence. Sentence has two big parts. Number one is a subject and number two is predicate. Predicate, I have already mentioned you, when we remove a subject from a sentence, the remaining part with verb, not without verb, with verb, the remaining part of the sentence is called predicate. Among them, there are verbs, objects, complement, adverbials. And today I have taken a topic of verb from predicate. So try to understand what is a verb. When we discuss about a verb, there are many concepts and definitions of verb. Somebody says verb is the word which shows any action. But I think so. It is not a complete definition of a verb. The complete definition of a verb which shows any action as well as state or beings. A verb shows action, state or being. That is the complete definition of a verb. Now, what is the state? What is being? We just study here what is a state verb, what is the being verb. Now, first we start here. According to the definition, verb shows any action. So today, I will teach you what are the action verbs. My dear students, you are observing, looking and watching on the board. So there are some kinds of verb. First kind is action verb. This action verb divided into two types of verb. There are two big types of action verb. Number one is transitive verb. Number two is intransitive verb. So we think that if they are both intransitive or intransitive verb, so what are the differences between transitive or intransitive verb? Now try to understand and look at the examples carefully. First, I will give you the definitions of transitive verb. Look at here the transitive verb. My dear, the word transitive it derived from the word transit. Transit means if you are the students of science or if you the science student, if you study science, physics, so try to understand, I think so, what is transit. Transit means here, suppose I give you an example, a current passes from one end to another end. So it means action is started from subject to the object. It is said that transitive verb requires an object. That's correct. But before it, we'll have to understand what is an object. I have already mentioned my previous lecture. You can see the difference between object and complement. What is an object? I have already mentioned. If you missed the lecture, so please listen me carefully. An object is which gives the answer of what or whom, means the action give us the answer what or whom, that is called object. Suppose if I see I teach, Teach, I teach English. Look at here, I have written the sentence I teach English. This one is an action verb. Of course, when I teach, I do some action. So it is also called the do verbs. So do verbs called an action verb. So it is a verb, and if I ask the question, what I teach, what I teach, so it means our answer will be I teach English. So when I say I teach English, so means this action tells us what I teach. So I teach English. So English is used here as an object. English used here as an object. But my dear, it is teach used here as a transitive verb because the action is started from a subject and passes through the object. Action is started from a subject and ends on the object. That is why this verb transit, this action transit from here to that place here. So in this manner we can say it is teach is a transitive verb. One thing this. And look at the example here. Some verbs I have given, such as the word play, watch, eat, drink, and write, etc. etc. Play, watch, eat, drink. When we make a sentence, so they require an object. Suppose I play tennis. What I play? Tennis. So the object is which gives the answer of what or whom. The action or the verb which gives the answer of what or whom, that is called an object. And transitive verb requires an object. In this manner, we can say play is used here is a transitive verb because it shows an action to play, and this action on this, so we can say this thing is an object. So I play tennis, so play is used here as a transitive verb. I think so you understood what is a transitive verb. Another example, you watch a match. You watch a match. Look at here. If I ask, what do you watch? What do you watch? So, it means it will give the answer of what? Do you understand? So this action tell us what do you watch. So answer is match. So match is used as an object. So this watch, the word watch used here as a transitive verb. TV. T for transitive, V for verb. We can just mention in this two letter as a transitive verb. Now, she brings a glass of juice. If I ask, what does she drink? So, answer is here, a glass of juice. So, a glass of juice is also giving the answer of what? So in this manner, we can say a glass of juice is an object and this verb is a transitive verb. If I write over here, I T A U G H T, I taught him. If I put a full stop over here, I say I taught him, but I did not say what. Suppose I taught him, so the question should be here, to whom I taught. To whom I taught. So answer is him. So him is used also as an object. So it gives the answer of whom. In this manner, I said the what or whom, the verb which gives the answer of what or whom, that is called an object. So I taught him. What I taught him? If I mention the English, what I taught him. So English is also another object. I will let you know later when I give you the example of object after verb, then I'll teach you what are the difference between two words. But in short, today to make you understand what is the direct object or indirect object. Direct object is English or indirect object is him. So difference between direct or indirect object, what is used, the answer of what is direct object and answer of whom is indirect object. Suppose I taught him English, so it means whom I taught, him. What I taught? English. So English gives the answer of what and him gives the answer of whom. So in this manner we can say English is indirect or English is direct object and whom is indirect object. I think so you have understood easily what is an object and what is a transitive verb. Now come to the verb of intransitive. What are the intransitive verbs? Intransitive verb as opposite of intransitive, such as in this verb, in it is also an action verb, but this action verb does not require any object. I think so you have understood what is an object. So, what is an object? The answer of what or whom. But look at here, the intransitive verb action is started from the doer of an action, but it does not passes through an object. So in this manner we can say these are called intransitive verb. Suppose go, live, sleep, sit, come. There are many verbs. They are called intransitive verb. Look at the example. I go to college daily. I go to college daily. It means मैं रोजाना college जाता हूँ. Now look at here. I go to college daily. The answer of go where? Where do you go daily? Where do you go daily? So my dear, here this verb gives the answer of where, not what, neither whom. So in this manner we can say the verb which gives the answer of where, how. So these are called intransitive verbs. Look here, go to college. To go to college daily, it is also a prepositional phrase, but actually it is an adverb. Look at it, college is a place. Where do you go? If I ask, so we ask like this, where do you go daily? So answer is college. So college is a place, but my dear, it does not give an answer of what or whom. That is why it is not an object. So go does not require any object. In this manner, we can say it is a phrase, adverbial phrase. We also can say adverb phrase. So this go is intransitive verb. At the end, I will give you another biggest difference between transitive or intransitive verb. Keep in your mind, keep watching constantly and try to understand what is being taught. If you pay full attention and keep your attentions over here, inshallah, we can say by the grace of Almighty Allah, you will learn something new. Look, she lives in Karachi. She lives in Karachi. If I ask, where does she live? I did not ask what she live, whom she live. No, it cannot be the answer. So, our question should be, where does she live? So, it also gives the answer of where. It also gives the answer of where. So it is also an adverb place. It is also a phrase, prepositional phrase also, but actually it is an adverb place. So live use here as an intransitive verb. Now next example, you sleep on the mat. On the mat. If I ask the answer, means where do you sleep? The answer is on the mat. I did not answer what do you sleep? Did not answer of this. So that is why sleep is also an intransitive verb. It also the question of where, or it gives the answer of where. We can also write like this: I run, R-U-N, run, F-A-S-T, fast. I ran fast. Here, run. Here, run is used as a transitive or intransitive. Now let me know. Now you let me know. It is transitive or intransitive? You think? You are thinking. If you answer it, so please comment and answer it. But my dear, it is not an object. Fast used as an adverb because it tells how I run. The answer is fast. So it gives the answer of how. So how also is an adverb of manner. So adverb place, adverb manner, adverb time, adverb frequency, which are giving the answer of adverb, whether it is an adverb phrase, adverb place, adverb frequency, adverb degree. So they are not object. Actually, they are called adverbs. So my dear, look at here, full of care with open air. Oh my dear, I think so you can be bear. But listen, I ran fast. So run is used here as an intransitive verb. So I think so you have understood. But if someone says like this, if someone says like this, he runs, runs a business, business, business. He runs a business. But look at here the verb runs. Here you can say, sir, run is also an action verb, but here run is a transitive verb. Yes, of course. Here run is a transitive verb. Why? Because we can ask the question what he runs, not the question where he runs. We can make a questions what he runs. Look, WHAT, what does he run? RUN. What does he run? The answer is business. What does he run? Answer is BUSINESS, business. What he runs? A business. So here run is used as a transitive verb. I think so you have understood. But my dear, the big difference of the transitive or intransitive verb is, look carefully and try to understand again. Play, watch, eat, drink, write, go, live, sleep, sit, come. These are the action verbs. But what are the transitive or intransitive verb? As I have already told you, I'll give you the biggest difference. My dear, the most important difference is transitive verb is there, an object is possible. Transitive verb is there, an object is possible. But my dear, intransitive verbs are those their object is not possible. Their object is not possible. Such go. There is no possible object. Possible means there we cannot put any object. There is no sense of an object. So their object is not possible. It is called intransitive verb. And the objects are possible. It is transitive verb. Look the example. If I write here, let I remove this and see. If I write here, she, play, she plays in the evening. She plays in the evening. You can say, sir, here the play is as an intransitive verb because there is no object. It gives the answer कि when does she play? In the evening. It is adverb of time. So, sir, you said the object is which gives the answer of what or whom. So, my dear, I remain on my point. Look, play in the evening. But object is possible here. But object is possible. She plays in the evening. We can also ask, what does she play in the evening? So we'll have to mention here like this. She play HOCKEY hockey in the evening. So hockey, this object is possible. It can be put here. But sometimes we do not put an object. Sometimes we just focus on adverb time, adverb manner and adverb frequency. So my dear, it doesn't mean that verb is an intransitive verb. But in transitive verb, there is no object possible. But transitive verb, object is possible. Maybe there an object or an object might be given over there. So in this manner, we can say play is a transitive verb. Whether there is object is written or not. We are not talking about the object is written or not. We are talking about an intransitive verb. There is no possibility of an object, but transitive verb there is a possibility of an object. Transitive verb requires an object, but there's a possible. My keep my words in mind. Possibilities. We can also write like this: you watch very well. What? Match. You watch match very well. So match is possible there. So object is possible. But here you go where? Someplace. But there's no verb, object is possible. Suppose you say, sir, this one on the mat is an object. But I have already mentioned you, it's not an object. So I think so you have understood about transitive or intransitive verb. My dear, the biggest difference I have already mentioned you. You can say sometimes a verb can be a transitive or intransitive, such as runs or there is a run. It depends upon the function. But here, run, I run fast, my dear, here object is not possible. So that is why run is used here as an intransitive verb. थैंक यू सो मच माय आज का लेक्चर हम यहाँ तक रखते हैं इंशाल्लाह विल कंटिन्यू आई मीट यू with new lecture, and in that lecture I will explain what are the linking verbs and what are the verbs to be verbs, state verbs, possessive verbs, auxiliary verb, model auxiliary verb. What are these verbs? Inshallah, we'll meet you. If you like my lecture, my video, please subscribe it and share it and send me comments. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz. Have a nice day. Thank you.